what's going on? What happened to the
can't
lights?
see
I'm gonna
anything.
spill
Where's
my
the
coffee. What's going
lights?
on?
It's too dark.
It's
What happened?
dark in
What?
here. Somebody turn on the lights. Hello, turn on the lights.
Lights are
Ah.
on.
There's
Thank
there
you.
we go. And there was
That's
lights.
so good. So glad to have the lights on.
It always
So-
helps. I know I paid the
It
bill.
Oh my gosh. When things don't go right and you think, oh my gosh, there's heaviness, there's darkness,
Mm,
you can always bring laughter. It's
yes.
so good to be around people that bring the laughter, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna have fun here we're gonna have lightness and joy. So welcome to Coffee with Ken. We're here with Ken Brown. He is CEO.
See him.
Yeah, at Destiny Global. And then we're here with Butch McCracken. He's general manager. And I am Dr. April Brown, and I'm executive vice president of coaching here at Destiny Global. And we're
Yes,
so
you
glad
are.
to have you here, Coffee with Ken. Thanks
Yes.
for joining us each week. We have so many of our friends and our viewers, clients.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you found us, you've never seen us before, but we're glad you're here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about that today, about like joy. We're laughing a lot before we came on here too, and just how it turns from heaviness to like that laughter and that joy can really
Yeah.
turn your attitude, your heart around. And it's so fun to be around people that bring that lightness, bring light into the situation.
Yeah,
and
well, that
bring
certainly happens
joy.
on this set, right? Every time we have to, I'd only have to wrangle them up. You guys don't see all the stuff, the cahoots that go on behind this, but literally
Look
the
at his
stories. Look at his face, right? Guy who's showing us memes of a giant gorilla spinning in a kid's
all
kiddie
kinds
pool.
of memes and
and-
bitmojis.
Yeah.
Like, you never know what his bitmoji is going to be doing.
And that Bitmoji was relating to actually when his wife is telling him something important and the gorilla starts spinning, splashing water all over. And then I reply back, Diane McCracken, this is for you. Spin, bitch, spin, right? You know the response I was getting back on social media. But it's just hysterical because, you know, you think about those stories, but when you were little, I mean, you have a story about, even to this day, you have to
you're
have the
gonna tell
closet
that?
closed. You have to have the closet closed.
You're gone there.
I'm sorry. It's just how we're doing, man. We got to be transparent. You have to be away or jump over the edge of the bed or, you know, those
Yeah.
little things.
Some of those little childhood things of darkness don't go away. It just became a habit and a pattern.
We're not afraid of the darkness because we've been through dark times and big times. Remember, we were just talking about the football team whenever we were coaching, coached our kids' high school, homeschool football team, and we played in regular division and things like that. But we went through a season where we switched from 11-man to 6-man football, and it was rough because the year we switched, the only teams we could find to play were the absolute best teams in the state. And these kids were athletes. I mean, incredible athletes.
And everybody told us, like, you can't win. And
Well, they were
and
right for about the
6-man
first
is, well,
part of it. They were right.
and 6-man's too hard, and you can't go from 11-man to 6-man, and all kinds of things that they were telling us.
But we did. And then at the end of that season, because we played in the independent league, we qualified for the tournament, it was a football tournament, and we played over 2 weeks. And so we won our game and ended up going to the state championship, and we won. But kind of that mantra that we
Got
were
a
talking
trophy.
about, we got a trophy. We got a trophy to prove it. And you guys, many of you have seen it. We can put that trophy up on here. You can show them Chris Osmore. Show him that trophy in the comments below or wherever, how he does that magic. But the truth of the matter is we were talking about, you know, kind of the slogan through that is real celebration doesn't happen until you've gone through the hard thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to know what you celebrated, you overcame, the situation that you've
Wow,
overcome.
so good.
And you walked, you know, we walked through that together. You were running the cheer team. You didn't have a lot to cheer for a while.
It was
When we're
hard
getting beat
to
by,
cheer for the
there's a rule in this sport that if you're down by like 30 points at halftime, the game's called. It's
Few
called being
games
Z.
were called.
Yeah, we had a
Let's just
couple
say
games
that.
called. It was not fun. But that is where Noah Brown really honed in his skill and ended up getting scholarships to play college football because we learned how to play the game. There was strategy. there was thought, there was intentionality, and there was a lot of hard work and fitness to get to that level, to play at that level.
Yeah. Butch really likes to celebrate.
Yeah.
He likes our celebration dinners.
Oh, all weekend. As soon as we pull up, I'm like, oh, come on Sunday. Let's go.
You go through
First
the
steps to
weekend
success.
of our events to go through the hard so you can get to
The treats.
celebration victory
Well, you
dinner.
do make them amazing. Talk about that. It's kind of like people that went to the gala. You know that it's no joke when you do this. And so,
Well,
yeah.
I love to celebrate. I love to celebrate. And especially, it's true what you said. The harder the struggle, the more that you celebrate. You don't appreciate it as much. If it was easy,
so
you
true.
don't appreciate the celebration as much.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
So
And
good.
Need to remember the journey,
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
right? because we often get to the celebration and we're excited and all of that, and we forget about the journey.
Yes,
For
that is
sure.
so good.
So
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? We have clients that experience this. You know,
Yes.
that
Sure.
seasons of
Oh,
darkness that come to just amazing places of light. And if you think about that, you first person that comes to mind is Carla Reyes.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
look at her life a year ago and what she had to walk through, we don't wish anyone to do that. But she went through it. She really dug into her own personal skill, and she came out the other side a different person.
Yeah.
She's worked on her personal development. She's healed herself by really focusing on forgiveness, because she was there were a
Went
couple,
through
and
a
then she
divorce,
yes, a divorce,
single
and
mom.
actually
Yeah.
it's
Wow.
so hard.
not the income she's making today.
Yeah.
Oh,
now she's
3 times
Right.
and tripled her
Triple.
income.
Yeah.
I mean, Carla
ma-
Reyes.
never made 6 figures and making
Yeah.
6 figures.
Make
and
sure that you're tagging her
Yeah.
friends on there to make sure she knows that
We're
we're
talking
talking
about
about
her.
you, Carla Reyes, because you walked through the dark and you came to the
Overcome.
light. Yes. And she had been plugging
trials.
people in and actually encouraging them even through her hard time. And she's actually
yeah, bringing
reaping
people
joy.
to
Yeah.
events, seeing their lives transformed. Didn't stay in that dark place. She was like, no, I'm gonna keep doing and keep working
Yes.
to grow and help others around me to grow, and it has paid off so much for
Tremendously.
her.
Yeah.
She's also a
Tremendously.
coach for Destiny Global and doing amazing things, amazing stories like Carla. That's what, and how they get these skills
Yeah.
is through our training that we do for Steps to Success. The lives
Yes.
are transformed.
Well, you look at edification and you look at our social media posts. We were talking about this earlier. Our social media posts that we do as a company, right? And everybody that's involved, and Jen Horling and Chris Osmore and Samantha Johnson, and watching all the things that go on, and you watch edification come across because we celebrate what they're doing. It's so positive because that's what our community is doing.
Yeah.
Pushing each other and propelling people to accomplish and do more. And we're seeing that consistently. And
It's so powerful to
it
have
is.
those kind of people around you. It's so important in the community that you put yourself around that are positive, that are encouraging, that bring light into the room, that bring joy into the room and smile.
yes,
Not bringing the frowny face and the negative energy, but that positive energy continually encouraging. And that doesn't mean they're not having some bad days sometimes. They're
Sure.
working through that. They're growing.
right.
And they're continually working to become more positive, more positive about themselves and others.
It's more intentional. I
Yes,
see
very
it's just
intentional with
consistently
it.
getting more and more intentional.
Mhm.
You see that in Ignite Your Life and Jackie and Carmen in the coaching group, and just watching the edification and people sharing their sprouts publicly for the first time. Some of them have never done it. And
Which
so
is basically all the wins, the things that you set a goal for, and anything that you do to work
Yep.
towards that goal, that's a win. And sometimes we wait for the final thing before we are celebrating that instead
So
of
good.
celebrating all of the
So
things
true.
in between that get there. And we forget about those things, and we usually quit because
Yeah.
we're waiting so long for the final result. And it's not coming because we're not celebrating
the
each
5-pound
of the
loss,
steps.
Yeah.
you're waiting for the 60, but you need to celebrate the 5. You need to celebrate the 10. You need to celebrate along that journey. So it is absolutely phenomenal. But we do we do this training at First Steps to Success. It really talks about. In fact,
That's
there's a
where
whole
you learn
section.
these skills.
Yes, on edification. Tell us more about First Steps to Success.
Yes, we have one coming up in April. Do not wait. Do not wait. Get your
No.
ticket. The link is below. It
Yes.
is April 12th through 14th.
In
in
Albuquerque, New
New
Mexico.
Mexico.
It is going to be.
I'm so excited.
It is so beautiful. A great hotel, a great space,
Yeah.
and we can't wait to see you there.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you've been wanting to like travel and as a way to get skills and travel, there are people that have never been to New Mexico. I'm so excited for them to get to go.
It's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
And get new skills. Be around this community that is uplifting you, wants you to succeed, and get
I agree.
training and enjoy new places that you get to go and see. What's not to
Exactly.
Love.
What's not to love about it?
what's not
Exactly.
to love about
Yeah,
it? So get your
yeah.
tickets below. We would love to see you there. And
Share this. Tell
Yeah,
everybody about
share,
it. Coffee with
like.
Ken. We want to see you.
yeah, and thank y'all for joining us for Coffee with Ken. We really appreciate it. We will see y'all next time.
Yes.
Coffee with Ken.
See you, gang.
See ya.